All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
It's kind of a self-indulgent intro, honestly.
Not me. The car. The car.
Also, the layers of letterboxing here.
If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
So now, we have a choice here. I can
I tell you, 88 miles
just
per
quote the
hour.
entire original script of the movie
The temporal displacement
and make it like,
occurred
you know,
at
Ready Player
1:20
One.
a.m. and
But putting it that
0
way, heck
seconds.
no.
Doc, who the heck was that?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both
Oh,
Einstein
you don't
and
care what I
Bohr are
said.
completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Uh, where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook?
daylight savings time's a
Should be
pain
in the
like this.
toolbox.
That's a bad option when I have WASD.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it.
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C.
Doc, something's way off here.
Yeah, I said, what the heck? And also pointed out that it's really screwed up to have your dog try out your time machine before, like,
Doc?
doing it yourself. Like,
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom. It was just a nightmare. I was in the past. And
Does he actually have a weird
Doc
science
was there.
poster? Does that math check out?
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap! I'm late.
It's always important to remind your child what year it is when they wake up. Good to know it's just an established habit of hers. Like, you can really tell this is one of those cases where, like, Telltale is just, like, so happy they got this license and we're just kind of geeking out about it with this intro here. Like, look who we get to live and recreate. Look, look, look. But don't worry about how much money we spent on it. We're definitely not going to go bankrupt from doing this. Twice. The art style's an odd choice too, because it's like kind of looks Double Fine, which kind of makes sense because Telltale and Double Fine were both originally
Dad,
just
Are we
LucasArts,
too late to stop the
then
sale?
split in half, and I guess they kept the
Better
same
late
artist
than never.
friends.
You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to.
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Oh, so is it me or is the mouth movement syncing bad?
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
You'd think he'd take his time-traveling train back home to get his
Fish
collection
tank.
of clocks.
I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste in decor. I kind of like Doc. I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him. Hey, Dad. What's Biff doing here? He wasn't a friend of Doc's.
It's a public sale, Marty. Everyone's allowed. Even Biff.
But he's the help.
Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You. Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Okay, and why did they allow that?
I'm
Because you're
telling
just
you,
like
this
a
sale's
sci-fi
joke.
author.
Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
So I appreciate this kind of dancing around the whole terrorist funding thing from the movies.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe
Th-
he's
that'd
not
be-
so good with
that'd
money.
be
That's
hard to
just because
revisit
his mind's
now.
always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
So let me see if I can fix that audio bleed.
Do you think dreams can...
Oh, did I
predict
turn
the
on a
future?
hint system?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future. What did you
she
dream?
knew.
Oh, just weird stuff about Doc.
Well, that's understandable, don't you think?
I guess, but I feel like it was telling me something.
So yeah, there was that note at the start of like, hey, do you want to get like objective notes? And it's like, yeah, sure, that's always handy, but like, don't just tell me literally what to
Keep
do.
looking around. Thanks, Dad.
You can be a little bit more vague than that. Like yeah, like what has the plot been so far? Also, dear every game designer, seriously, by default, please.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies.
Well, why don't you buy it yourself? It's like yours, basically. All right. Oh, this is oh. So moving in this game sucks no matter what you do, because like that's down, that's up. Like this is on a grid, but it's a tilted grid. Or I can hold the mouse down and like wobbly steer. Get some tunes, get the
Let me
stream
try,
muted.
Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Feels like
Also,
that was a lifetime
like-
ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Back to the Future, as a franchise, was a trilogy of movies where
Doc built
a
this model of
large
downtown Hill
portion
Valley way
of
back in
the
1955. The clock tower and the courthouse
like
even
entire
works.
message was, hey,
Is that
hey
Doc's notebook in
everybody,
Hey, hell, it's
don't
just like the
ever let
courthouse.
Donald
He
Trump
got
have any
added
sort
to
of
the old
political
coon.
power.
He was good with his hands.
Like specifically
Biff.
this one guy,
Can I see that a
and we
minute?
didn't listen.
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
And like, you
Can I
could see
that
it
model
as
courthouse
like,
for just a second. I need to get something out of it.
Like what?
you know,
A
someone
not guilty
from
verdict?
our horrible future here
That
went
was
back
a
in
joke.
time to warn everyone, like, no,
really,
really,
can I?
you gotta
No,
you
I
gotta
think
keep
I'll
this
hold
guy
on
out of
with-
power.
Give it here,
And
Biff.
like, you can't just say, well, I'm from the
Well,
future.
look at
You
what
see,
we
I
have
know what
here.
happens.
Looks
You,
like
you really
plans
gotta
for
believe
something.
me, because everybody thinks
What's
it's
a
crazy to
flux
do that.
catheter?
It's none
So
of your
okay, I know what
business.
I'll do.
Doc asked me to.
Browns
I'll
were
write a
food,
script
kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
where there's time travel, and there's the evil future of Donald Trump. Then people will get it,
Seems
and I won't
kinda
out
empty
myself.
without the courthouse.
But it was just
Feels like
Just
that
too
was
strict.
a lifetime ago.
or too subtle rather. So this is actually a super
Hey,
annoying
Biff.
feature. I don't think it was there when the game launched.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
Also, like, it's such a
Just
weird
notebook of Doc's
relationship
scribblings.
here
What
of
did Doc
like,
ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
here
If it
is
was
this
really
dorky
worthless, you
teen
wouldn't want it
wannabe
so
rock
bad.
star, and here is like his mad scientist friend who like is really, really, really close.
I'll pay you for it.
That
How much?
like isn't a friend of his
Not
parents
enough.
or anything. Like they to my knowledge like have never met him even.
I'll pay you for it.
It's just like
How much? Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to
Gonna-
explode or something?
exhaust the dialogue tree
Well,
here.
in a way.
I'll take my chances.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I'll pay you for it.
How much?
Can I already go through these?
Not enough.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm
What,
pretty
is
great.
it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Never mind.
Okay, you know what? You know what? No, I didn't want... Ah! No, I'm trying to go into the settings. Settings, not hints. There we go. Yeah, use that. Go away. So yeah, it's time to adventure game this.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
And now we wait.
Seems kind of empty without the courthouse.
Okay, just can't be back there apparently. Well, this seems like a straightforward puzzle.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Let's make some noise.
Not you.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead.
Hey.
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, Biff, I think that's Marty's guitar.
Oh, gosh, you're right, Mr. McFly. Here you go, Marty. Let's hear a few licks. Man, you kids have ruined rock and roll.
Yeah, you said a few. It was just the one.
And now, something your kids are really gonna like.
Thanks for warming them up for me, Butthead.
Biff, I thought I told you not to take my son's guitar.
Oh, right. Sure thing, Mr. McFly. I was just warming them up for you, Marty. Let's see what you got.
Some of these expressions are very weird.
Man, you kids have
This
ruined
eye
rock and roll.
twitch. Weird sort of grimace. These controls are so odd.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago.
Now, the real thing to do is you take the guitar and then you just like club them over the head with it, and then you're fine.
Looks like a hand crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not planning to spend too much time with this one. I think I have like played a bit of it. If I recall, the plot kind of unsurprisingly is like, here's some new stuff, but it still involves like, oh, here are some time periods, here are like versions of Biff who suck and have to be dealt with. And yeah, it's an adventure game. I've played a few of them on stream. I don't want to spend too much time with this, so what else we got?